Okay, we're here at San Francisco International, and that's the tower frequency, but I've switched it off so we don't have to listen to all the traffic. You know what that sounds like. Pull my little seat up so I can put my feet on the pedals, because we're going to make another run, hopscotch around the bay, practicing landings. And this should be a little easier. This is what was nicknamed the slow-tation, but that's back when they had a straight wing on this little baby. Now it's the bottom of the line. And believe me, it's a pretty fancy machine. It has a swept wing, but it's not as fancy as the Longitude. And I don't know what these cost. I could look it up. I guess it probably get up to 10 million pretty quick and more. So we're going to get going, take the brake off. We'll go straight across the bay to Oakland for our first landing, and we'll land on the general aviation side, where I got my air taxi check ride there. So this is just hopscotch around the bay, and we don't have to talk to towers because we're invisible. There we go. Gear up, flaps up, and we just go straight out. There's runways 28, right under it, left and right. The guy just landed. Both runways just had traffic lane. So now we take that off. Now we go back straight across to Oakland. We'll leave a little room for our base leg. And we'll look up towards San Francisco. And we can turn this off. And we can just look up to the city up there. And do a little look around out to the coast. There. Up to Marin County, and we better start paying attention. 2,900 feet. Trim the nose down a little. Come back on the power. And we're down in altitude. Take a side look here down the bay. And so we're going to land on the general aviation side. This long runway out here is a new runway which probably went in 40, 50 years ago. That's the main runway. And then the old airport, the old terminal, is over on the left side. That's where we're going to land. We'll take the power off, slow this thing down to landing speed, drop a little altitude. This doesn't have any fancy spoilers or anything like that, because when you don't go like a rocket, it goes pretty fast, faster than anything I ever flew. And now come in with, well, we're still really fast for flap, but we can start coming around. And we'll show you that we can, well, that's my first runway. We'll land on the longer of the two runways. And if you look right over the wingtip, the left wingtip is the main runway at Oakland now, and now we're impinging the left runway there. But we'll take the power off completely, and we'll put the flaps down a little bit, a little fast, but we got to slow down and put the landing gear down. This likes to keep on flying. So now we got to get in behind and see how we're doing. So let's yeah, we'll be all right. We'll be all right. We got to get this down to 90 knots. Is plenty for this little machine. And we could go inside. No, we can't, because I don't have it set up. I was changing the radio frequencies. Still plenty of speed. We got plenty of runway. Let's see if we can get in the middle. And we'll touch down probably at about 90. There's 80. That's good enough. There we go. Put the flaps back up. Put them down one notch for takeoff flap. And just come up on the power. Take a look back. I love this look of it climbing out. Gear up, flaps up. And then we're just going to jog to the right here and the right turn left on the screen. And then we go back forward. Bring the power back because we're going to be at Fremont. No time at all. And we'll probably see an airplane maybe landing. They're coming in. There's the main runway. There's the main terminal out there. Picked my granddaughter up there a few weeks ago. There's a little golf course there I don't know anything about. And we're going to land at, I call it Fremont, but at Hayward Airport. Okay, we're up to 200, so we can take the power off. Lose a little speed. Start coming in with flap. We were flying that Longitude yesterday. It just keeps wanting to fly. Compared to that, they're all gliders looking at these. As long as it's aeronautical, as long as it's an airfoil, it's going to create lift. So we got the wheels down. We're going to get back behind the tail. Get it down to maybe 100. See, this is a little shorter field, so we need to account for that. It's going to have to be a little quicker than the touch and go. Yeah, we'll just take that right on down. We don't have to add power. This flies like airplanes that I used to fly, so it's not going to fly right through on the flare out. It'll flare out. And we load normally. A little bit off center line. Flap up. Power up. Notch a flap. And take a look back. We went right to the end of the runway in the Longitude yesterday. Gear up, flaps up, look out front. Now we're gonna shoot across to get to do a few more fields, and we'll stay down low going across the bay, and then we'll get the screen back inside for, see, I was doing a job in here, and we'll move this over, and our airspeed has to come back because we're going a little too fast. We're going over the speed limit. So let's get this in. Here we go. 500. Whoops. Oop. Good they're talking to us. So we'll go back outside. So we get down to the Dumbarton Bridge. It goes across the bottom of the bay to Palo Alto. And that's where, let's look around here, make sure we don't miss it. Because it won't be, there's San Carlos, but we want to go, there it is. There's Palo Alto Airport. Look, right there. Palo Alto. So we'll do a long base in there. What's our altitude? 1,800 feet. We can come down a little bit. Get our speed back down. Those are the salt flats over there. So then Moffett Field straight ahead. That's a Navy base. And then a little to the left is where I used to operate out of San Jose Municipal Airport. And look for a Piper dealer there.
Tower, generic November tree, 65 Whiskey Hotel, ready for IFR departure, runway tree 0 left.
And
generic November tree, 65 Whiskey Hotel, altimeter 27 at 4. Cleared for
flap down
takeoff runway
one
tree
notch.
0 left.
Put the gear down. Start coming around for the landing.
San Jose Tower, West Coast 49er, ready for
I'm
IFR
trying to make
departure.
the
Runway
point
30
yesterday
left.
that all these
West
airplanes, the
Coast
different
49er,
types,
hold short runway 30
require
left. Traffic is
a
generic
little
on the runway.
different handling. And this, with the straighter wing than the Longitude,
Cleared for takeoff runway 30
it
left.
keeps
Generic
flying.
November tree
You know, you
65
gotta do
Whiskey
full
Hotel.
flap. It's going to have to shoot us down. Now we're 1,100 feet. Now we'll just come on around
Hold
and
short
follow.
runway 30 left. West Coast 49er.
And Palo Alto Airport has there's the tarmac over there. And there's the runway.
500.
And we're still a little fast. And we're probably going to have to come up with a little power. Maybe not. Maybe we don't have enough speed. 114. We'll just crack the throttle just a bit. Help get us around the corner here. And we'll cut the power. Get her in the middle. Full power. Flaps up. We're going to notch a flap. There we go. Gear up. Flaps up. Don't have time to look. Power back, but we just go up the bay a little bit and land in San Carlos.
Landing here.
And the land gear, is that up now? Let's see. Yep, landing gear's up. Oh, it was wanting me to put it down. Close to the ground. It's radar altimeter. So San Francisco, our final landing spot. We're going up the Bayshore Freeway, which is Highway 101. A little bit of salt flats over this way. I don't know whether they harvest any salt right there or not. That's what it looks like. A little more pure up ahead of us. There's San Carlos Airport right there. Looking over our tail.
San Jose Tower, Southwest
We'll come back on
1441
the
at
power.
runway 30 right. Ready
We
for
could
departure
be
IFR to
doing
Los Angeles.
150, so we'll get the power back.
Southwest 19er tree 1, turn next taxiway.
And we'll take a look around.
Southwest
the little
1441, hold short runway 30 right.
So Palo Alto, and then
Southwest
Redwood
19er
City
tree
is
1,
right around
contact
here.
ground on 121.7.
And then San Carlos.
Southwest 1441 altimeter, 29er.9er,
We'll put
2
the
winds
gear
257 at
down.
4. Caution the generic,
Coming with
taking
some
off
flap.
runway 30 left. Cleared for takeoff runway 30 right. Going to 121.7 Southwest 19er tree 1. Cleared for takeoff runway 30 right, Southwest
We're all
1441.
right. 130. Coming with a little power, just in case we need to go around. But it would be pretty tight, even though you got thrust reversers and spoilers. Trying to put we're getting a little slow. Trying to put the longitude in here. We're holding 90. There we go. Short field landing. Right on the verge of a stall. Okay, full power. Flaps up. Then down a notch. There we go. So we'd never do a real touch and go there in this airplane. Probably we got enough traffic that they don't want you doing that anyway. So straight up the bay to San Francisco, right up, just follow the Bayshore Freeway. Oop, wheels on there. I'm used to looking back.
Southwest 1441. Contact NorCal departure on
Why
121
the
Decimal Tree.
checklist is so
Good
important.
day.
This is Foster City right under us here, and then San Mateo. The San Mateo Bridge should be right out there. There it is.
121
Right there.
Decimal Tree.
This is probably the
Southwest
high-rise part
1441.
right in there. Okay, now we can pull back on the power. Got to think about getting down and landing in San Francisco. And what we'll do is we'll land long on the right, which is what I used to do. I'd come down the bay from up in the city, coming down from the north, flying the mail. We'll look for traffic over here on the right. Don't see any airplanes right at this time, but we aren't going to check in anyway. So we're going to land long, and I got the power all the way back. The little golf course right under us. I used to play golf after work right there when I worked for the wholesale drug company in South San Francisco. That was when I was in my 20s. Now we got to put the gear down, flaps down. We're over speed for that. We'd slow down more, but I'm getting used to. I'm going to be flying this airplane and the other jets. I'm going to pretend like I won the lottery and I own a jet. I'm taking my friends for fun. So anyway, I used to land long. We'll just pretend like I'm making the base leg of that building on the right there, coming down from up here at Hunters Point. And come down here and just come straight at the building, making a right turn, maybe just on the runways 1. Never over runways 1. I was always to the west of runways 1.
Going to 121 Decimal Tree, generic 5 Whiskey Hotel.
And we would then a touchdown here. This runway is probably about 12,000 feet long at least. So you can see how it's going. Now I'll tuck myself in behind. Let's see if we see here. No, I can't see. We'll put that up. Okay, there it is. All right. So I know I'm slow, so I can just come back on the power. This is what it looked like with a little more view. See, so I just touched down, and I would be able to see the panel. That's why I like the TBMs, that you have an easy look at. We need a little break now. And there's the United Maintenance off to the right there at the end. And then here at the end off to the left, I'll just, I used to go right off. I might have made a left turn right there, but we can go past the end here.
29er decimal 9er, 2 wings 257 at 4. Cleared for takeoff runway tree, 0 right.
The Butler Aviation was over in here. We only had to taxi about 100 yards into here. They've opened this up. Oh, they've got a barrier right there. So we'll go around the barrier. And possibly this is where the general aviation, I don't know where general aviation goes anymore. It could be right here. This little porte cochere coming out looks a little like they service, but I don't see any airplanes parked there. See, no little airplanes over here, but they must have a place where the small jets can come in. Anyway, one of these buildings was the post office. Maybe that's it right over there. So we'll put on the brakes. Probably the post office isn't here anymore. But there's a little single-story building that you'd park probably right about in there to load and unload the mail. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm not going to even take time to shut it down, and we'll just turn off the recording. And thanks for riding along for me to get familiar again and how to handle this airplane, which flies like a homesick angel. That's what we used to say about a bird that really flies well. Bye.